Y'all niggas crazy.
George, you need to have some more.
He don't like having sex.
Okay. I know that's a lie.
That's why he ain't got no kids.
What you mean?
He don't like spreading his seed.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
He don't even like spreading his butt cheeks to wash.
Ew, that's nasty.
First of all, okay, you don't wash your legs. So what are you saying, sir?
I always
wash that. How you gonna get in the shower?
He just let the soap run down on his legs. He don't wash his legs.
I always wash my legs.
First of all, how do y'all know how each other wash?
We've been friends since we were 15. Why wouldn't we? I'm pretty sure you know how Deneen and them wash their ass.
No, I don't, and I don't care to know. I just hope that they wash it good.
I'm sure.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Pablo, aka Grandma's favorite grandson, aka the bearded wonder, aka Pod's gift, aka the Pod boss, because I stay podded up, aka La Pod James. I'm good on every pod that I'm on. More AKAs in HBCU. Pinkies up. And as always, I'm here with my man, my mellow, my brother. Introduce yourself, sir.
It's your boy Best Friend, aka the Colonizer, aka the Great White Hope, aka the Realtor Slayer.
Boo!
And as you can see, we have a lovely older woman on the show today. She used to teach me and Best Friend when we was in elementary school, and it's good to see that she's still walking around, healthy.
Black don't crack.
Black don't crack. I'm trying to tell you, that's 78 right there, people.
Wow.
You wish you looked like that at 78. All right. That's drinking water, minding your business, all right?
And that's Vaseline.
And getting some young, you know what I mean? Get some young pain in you. 78 look like that. Ma'am, can you please introduce yourself?
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Nicole. Been friends with these two for years, and we still going strong. Baltimore's own Realtor with Coldwell Banker. How y'all doing out there?
Damn, she hyping everything. She got the name. She got the company name. She got the city.
Yep.
She's about to get fired tomorrow coming on this damn show.
Yeah, she's real professional putting all that information out here.
She's gonna be an independent relative after this show.
She's going to have her own
Realtor. It's no realtor. It's not realtor.
First of all, you act like you ain't from West Baltimore. All right, okay. You ask anybody.
She can't act like that when she's out selling houses.
You ask anybody over West what you do. They want to, she a realtor. So mind your business. All right.
Black folk. Gotta add an extra syllable in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, I told him what I say, Hallerthorpe. I've been saying Hallerthorpe for like 20 years.
Halethorpe?
See?
I don't claim him.
No, you should have saw his face. He was like, what? But you're not saying that.
Where are you hearing you saying hella? Where's the la coming from?
The LE?
No, George. No, George. That's not that. No.
Sometimes you can't help it.
Ellicott or Ellicott?
I say Ellicott City. Ellicott City. Cut.
What is it, Mr. White Man?
I say Ellicott, but I see a lot of people say Ellicott.
See? So let me say Hallerthorpe. God damn it.
My GPS told me
Hallerthorpe. That's the wild part. I went over there the other day and it was like, Hallerthorpe. I was like,
Hallerthorpe.
Everybody's against me. That's fine. But, all right. First question. I want to hear this answer. And if he's right next to you, but answer wisely. All right. You and your husband, you go out and have a good time. Right? Mm-hmm. You're celebrating the victory, and scam somebody into buying a house. He has one too many drinks, right? He starts running his mouth. He gets knocked out in front of you. how do you feel? How's that ride home? If there is a ride home.
There's still going to be a ride home, but I think that West Side Baltimore chick going to come out in me, because I'll fight a dude if I have to. So I'm going to have my man back. He get knocked out, then we just going to have to both get knocked out. But believe me, I'm throwing hands on that nigga, whoever put his hands on my man.
Okay.
And then I'm still going home talking about it. I ain't even going to be talking to him. I'm going to be on my phone with my girls. You know, Steve Cole, that's what we had to call for the Carters to come out, just in case we got to beat somebody's ass. But that's back in the day. I'm older now.
She going to be calling Big Eb. We call Big Eb up here.
By the time she get there, boy, the fight over with. Tell you that
right. Eb be coming all late and shit.
Right.
No. I got enough family, but I'd be all hyped up. I'm always is. I'm a little bit more hyper than him.
Oh, okay. So you just calm around us.
I ain't calm around y'all, and don't nothing be popping off for me to have to just show that side of me.
Oh, so you only have the mellow and then the pop off. There's no in between.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I can tell you right now, I'll go from 0 to 100 real quick. And I'm not that type. I'm not a confrontational type of person. But if that's brought to me, then they gonna see a whole different side of me. I don't think y'all ever seen that side of me.
She's a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah.
Nah, that's why her titties out. That's
why she got 8 kids.
Yep.
I got 5, nigga. Don't do that.
Go ahead, best friend.
How do you feel going home at night, laying next to your man, knowing that you just overcharged somebody for a house?
Inquiring minds like to know.
First of all, I don't overcharge anybody for anything. I make sure that my clients are getting the good price, the market value. No higher.
Whose market?
I'm about to say, because I don't think anything's selling for market value right now. I think everything's selling over.
Yeah, it is over.
But I don't get no discount because it's over.
Yeah, but you can always get help. And I'm always going to get my clients that top help.
So I save up $20,000. I'm not in debt at all. But I got to buy an overpriced house and then get some credit to put me into debt.
I mean, but you're the one that's out looking. You know that the prices are a little bit higher. Why not wait until they go down?
You sound like a drug dealer. Like, oh man, you know drugs are bad for you. You know drugs are bad for you, but you know what I mean? I got that Rockefeller right here. Go ahead.
So you get a percentage off of what the house is bought for, right?
Yeah.
So do you ever lie and say, hey, they rejected your offer and we got to go up like 5,000, 10,000? Or if you don't lie, you know somebody that lies.
Do they do that?
I don't lie, Craig.
But have you heard somebody do that before?
No, I haven't. I never heard of anybody doing that.
See, it's your friend. See how she lying?
She lying.
I'm not lying, Craig.
Because there's some of these houses that are going for 50, 60, 70,000 over asking price. There's no way they're going for that much unless somebody's manipulating something.
That's all I'm saying.
50, 67,000. Somebody's manipulating something, yeah. But I'm not doing that, and I'm damn sure not going to sit here and have my clients go in and pay that much money overpriced. I'm gonna get my comps. We're gonna come in a little bit lower with the comps.
With a good heart.
Yeah, I am.
So you don't be doing the angles of the pictures to make the room look bigger?
I got a professional photographer to do all that.
I got a professional photographer too.
His name's Phil?
No, Phil hasn't done any work for me just yet, but that'll be coming.
Oh, he gonna lie about that.
Phil's a bluffer. He ain't coming,
bruh.
You be waiting till next year for him to come.
Right?
No, he not.
That house will be sold in 6 months before he comes.
Right? He gonna show up. They moving in. Like, oh, is it too late?
No, I got faith in Phil. I think if I call him up, my bro gonna be there like that.
I offered to pay for this man to have a room down Ocean City, pay for the hotel and everything for him to come down there and do some work, and he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Free vacation down Ocean City.
He sure didn't.
Wow. That's you, Mike. He gonna do it for me. I think that's what that is.
I bet he is.
That's because you're gonna be like, yo, if you do this, Eb will be there and she'll be
that's all you gotta say.
Helping you out.
That's how I got him to the karaoke. I said, yeah, Ebony coming. He said, oh, okay.
You a lie.
No, I'm dead serious, right,
serious.
Mike? You saw it in the chat. I was like, yo, Ebony coming.
The man
said,
is in love with some Eb for some reason. I don't know why, but
he said, I can't stay long. He ended up staying the entire time. Anywho,
I done told his behind. Oh, ain't no cheating. Ain't no cheating.
Who cheating? Ebony?
Phil.
Yeah, I ain't telling nobody. So how long have you been in the real estate business?
For 7 years now.
The real estate.
Real estate.
For 7 years.
What made you do that?
I got into it because I wanted to know the ins and outs of real estate before I started investing.
Because you didn't want to get robbed.
No, because I feel as though if I'm my own. No, I feel as if I'm my own real estate, I'm cutting out the middleman. I'm my own agent. I don't need nobody to help me.
If you're your own what?
I'm my own agent.
Your own realtor?
Yes.
Okay.
So when I start investing, I'm like, I can just get my real estate license and I can go and do this. I don't need to hire an agent to do all this for me. I'm gonna just become an agent myself.
Is it hard to get a real estate license?
Nope.
No.
No. Why you saying no? You got one?
Any dummy can get one.
You got one?
No, I was thinking about getting one now.
You should get one.
Because if you look at all those shows on TV, that's what they do. It's exactly what she said is they'll have one guy, the main guy that buys and fronts the money. And then the wife is usually the agent who does the buying and the selling and the listing. That way they don't have to pay all those fees. They just do everything together.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the wife don't do none of the heavy lifting.
Nope. The husband takes care of all the demo, remodel, everything. The wife is the one who stages it, sells it. She buys it under cost and gets them for a good price and then sells them over.
Terrible.
Well, in this situation, that's all me.
Sounds like a hustle.
That's all it sounds like to me.
So your husband's a stay-at-home husband now that you're doing all the work, since that's all you.
And no, he worked. He ain't a stay-at-home husband, but this whole real estate thing is something that I'm more interested in than he is. Even when it comes to the investing part, like I'm more interested.
You got 12 kids. You can't stay at home.
Keep putting all them goddamn kids on me. I got 5.
You about to have another one
5.
after the night. You're gonna be like, I'm pregnant.
Right.
Oh, I wish I could get pregnant again.
No, you don't. Stop it.
Yes, I do.
Nigga, I was in the hospital with you. No, you don't. Stop it.
Yes, I do.
That's how long I've known this nigga, y'all. Okay. And I don't go to hospitals. I don't like hospitals, but I was in the hospital with this nigga. Okay.
Yeah, he was
5 babies
sitting by my side until I woke up. Then we'll talk about your ashy booty hanging out. Like,
yeah,
really?
She was ashy. Dehydrated head ass. So I got some questions from the people. Closing costs. What the fuck is that? Who determines that? All that good shit.
Well, closing costs, we going to get, if you my buyer, we going to get that seller to pay your closing. Help you with that closing cost.
Okay.
So do you get how many, or what's the percentage of people that actually are willing to help or front the closing costs now? Because I know a lot of people are just greedy at this point. They're just like, no, I'm not helping you. Bring your own shit, or it is what it is.
Yeah, especially with the prices being a little bit higher. So you have way less sellers that are willing to help with closing costs nowadays. If they do help, they ain't not trying to help with the max. They ain't even trying to really help with half. So, I mean, that's crazy. But with the closing costs, I mean, that's the fees that you're gonna need. Your down payment, the fees that it costs for settlement, title company, and everything like that.
Yo, they kept raising my down payment.
Really?
Yeah, like I started in June, and it was like he said, "Oh yeah, all you need is 5,000," and then by July it was like 6,000, and about like August he was like 8,000. I was like, "Bro, like what we doing here?"
I hate people like that. Like those are the ones that will say, "Hey, for 5,000, I can get you in a house for 500 a month."
Yeah.
And then by the time you get there, it's like a car. Well, by the time we add this, this, and this, that 5,000's got to be 7,500. Well, I ain't got that. Well, how can we get that? You got a credit card? You got something else? Like, what can we do?
Yeah. Do you know somebody? Oh yeah, that's another thing. Why the fuck they need to know my goddamn whole bank history? Why the fuck I gotta print out 17 years of me spending money?
They got to make sure it ain't fraud.
Yeah.
What if I just
they want to make sure the banks is going to make sure that your black ass is going to be able to pay them for them whole 30 years on time.
Yep. They don't want you saying,
sure.
hey, somebody ran up in the stash house and took my shit. I can't pay this month. They're like, we want to make sure that the cash flow is coming in.
And then my mom gifted me $1,000, right?
Oh, then you got to get a letter.
You got to let them know.
Yeah, and then they went through her shit. Like, she had to print it out 4 months of goddamn statements. Like, oh, what the fuck is it? We not the mob, nigga. Like, if she gave it to me, she has it.
You'd be surprised what people try to pull. Why are you the most unprofessional person on this call right now? Like,
how?
Not you, him.
Oh.
Like, we got these jobs, and he's over here looking like, you know, Assalamu alaikum himself and shit.
Bro, you know I wear wraps.
Is that a do-rag?
No, it's a head wrap. I got a bun in the back.
You got a bun.
This nigga think he Nick Cannon.
Yeah, see? Without the 12 kids.
That's not what we doing.
That's what we doing,
sis.
That's what we doing.
Okay.
You was at karaoke with the goddamn turban.
That's what I do.
See? The turban.
I'm Pod's gift. I stay wrapped up. Come on now.
Nick Cannon.
So do you recommend first-time buyers classes?
Yeah, especially if you just don't know a thing, don't know where to start or anything, or you don't have anybody to help you, to talk to you. You don't know no other people that have bought houses, so they can't tell you anything.
My best friend bought a house, and I still went to first-time buyers class.
So
yeah, go to them.
Some places, some companies or whatever, they try to tell you have to do that, don't they?
It depends on with some programs, like through the Merlin Mortgage Program. If you are looking to get any type of grants, then yeah, they're going to want you to take first time home buyers classes, and then you got to go through that. So you do got some of them that do want you to take that first time.
And you don't even learn nothing in there. That's the crazy part. You're there for 2 days. They tell you regular shit. It's like, if a tree branch is in your yard, you can cut the shit. That's all they tell you. Shit like that. I fell asleep through the first day. I was in the back of the house like this.
And that's exactly why your down payment went from $5,000. They were like, he don't know shit. We about to just
right. They
probably
did talk about it, but you in the background sleep, so you ain't here.
Yeah, they called up your agent and was like, he doesn't know. Just tell him we'll split the $2,000.
First of all, I had worked 12 hours that day, okay? And I rushed to get there. I was tired as hell.
So here's my question for you. So recently, I don't know if you saw on the news, but a agent was killed outside of the listing home that he owned and everything. What's the weirdest or craziest thing? Do you ever get scared? Do you ever get nervous? Like, what's the craziest thing that you've had during a showing?
I was showing a rental property and I had a guy run up on me while I was locking up because an agent or a landlord was supposed to be showing him the property. He done paid this man before even seeing the property. He done paid this man $2,500 to live in this property. Ain't even see it, signed a fraudulent lease and everything. So he was trying to get into the property.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, I'm about to apply to get my what is
Concealed carry?
Yeah, conceal and carry.
Yeah, the neighborhoods you be in, you got that right.
Yeah,
yo,
be all over West and East Baltimore.
Just don't shoot your pinky toe off.
Yeah, one of the places you showed us was on the goddamn we own the city and shit. I was like, yo, it's the same fucking building. Police
the one on what?
On the curb and shit.
On Bel Air Road?
Yeah.
And the people was downstairs smoking their weed and throwing their little blunts and stuff out.
Same place this nigga show us.
See, this is why you know she's ripping people off, because she's showing you some shit that shouldn't even be fucking livable. It's condemned.
It's not. It wasn't condemned.
It should have been.
It was still a nice little spot for a studio. You were just gonna be in the hood.
Yeah. Did you get the studio? Did you find it through her?
No. Did not. But literally, it's like probably like 10 minutes up the road from where she showed us. Bro, like you go up the steps, right? To the left is the barber shop, right? To the right, it was something else.
I don't know.
It was just like some shit in the middle.
Yeah.
Look, she's like, yeah, I don't know why I showed you that shit, but I said
and the day we was there, it was like a police sweep on the block. The day we showed up.
We could have easily left, but you still wanted to see that spot, George.
I did.
Yes. You still wanted to see the spot, but it was still inside the building. It was still, that little spot was still kind of nice.
Then they had a I thought that was like a lock on the opposite side of the door. Like they was locking niggas in. Like it was like a dungeon.
Yeah.
This is the place that she's trying to get me into. So you would have came down there to record a show in that.
Terrible. No, I still like that spot that was on Conklin.
Yes. I love that place.
Yeah, but then they had all those hidden fees and stuff. And it's like, nah.
Yep, I like that one.
Yeah.
But what are some of your pet peeves for buyers that come to you?
Ones that aren't realistic.
Come on.
People that got 200 that can only spend about 200,000 but want a $500,000 house.
That's HGTV fault. That's HGTV fault.
Like, come on, y'all. Be realistic. Right. Like you're gonna have to compromise somewhere.
Okay.
So that another pet peeve of mine is when I have buyers and they're showing up to the properties late as hell. I can't stand that.
Traffic happens.
That don't happen in the
Then you leave from where you're coming from a bit early. Like y'all, like people don't understand. Like we have to schedule to get into them.
What if I'm late for work? I mean, I'm at work and they won't let me leave.
Fuck it.
Then we're gonna have to reschedule. Yeah.
Then if I reschedule, somebody gonna see the house and they gonna buy it, and then I'm ass out.
That's your loss.
Well, then gotta take
Mike,
it.
Shut up.
Gotta take that L.
I'm with her.
Mike.
Stop being ghetto over here.
Thanks, Mike. Yes.
Yeah, I lost the house that way. I was late because I just got off of work. That's why I felt some kind of way right there.
It's like anything in life. If you want it, you're gonna find a way to get it.
Like literally, as soon as I walked to the door, the realtor got a call saying, "Yep, they put money down on the house." I was like,
"Damn, you know, lost.
You win some, you lose some."
It was out Essex too, so I'm kind of glad I didn't go.
But you like that place better, right?
I do.
Okay, see, you found something better.
It always works out.
Had a bad sub pump and the contract was trash, but yeah, I like it here. Well, any other pet peeves of yours?
That's it.
Yeah.
So here's a question. So have you and your man ever had any sex in any of the houses that you show?
No, Michael. We did not. No.
That's a good question. That's a legit question.
So
okay. How about this?
Why am I taking? Why? First of all, if I'm meeting up with a client, why do I have a man with me?
Okay, I got it.
And then we just sitting here like, oh, let's go to a vacant house and go and have sex in it.
Okay, no, I got a better question. Have you ever told a couple to go look around the house and they ended up fucking while you was waiting for them to come back?
Hell no. They better not do no mess like that. No.
Best friend. She don't know, best friend.
I'm the type that I'd be like, I'll schedule an appointment and then call a girl and be like, hey, meet me over here. Let's see what it's like to be in this rich, nice house.
Yep. Let's go upstairs real quick.
Act like I'm showing it, but I'm showing it for my own purposes.
So your intentions is really not to buy the house, but maybe to show off?
Yeah. No. So here's a true story. So when I looked at my house and we came to do a walkthrough, we go upstairs and the lady, Tara, who opens the door, she lets us in with the realtor. They're like, oh, yeah, we're doing a tour of the house.
Realtor?
Yes, I heard them.
See?
And So we go upstairs and go in the master bedroom. She literally has every pair of thongs she owns laying on the bed. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who does that? Like, why wouldn't you put your underwear away before we came over? Like, it was the weirdest thing ever.
What the? Yeah. Really?
Yep, yeah. She was here downstairs while we were upstairs looking with her underwear all over the bed.
So the agent didn't go through the house to make sure that everything was fine.
The agent met us out front. Met us out front. It was like, oh, let's knock on the door, see if they're home, blah, blah, blah.
That's how it be. So I went to one, and he said, he swore me the family went out. He said, they know we're coming, so the family won't be there. We walk in, Big Mama is in her pajamas, sitting on the chair like this.
Wow.
Talking about, hey, baby. And then didn't move, didn't leave, nothing. They in there, house looked crazy. They had like a mattress in the den just laying there. They weren't paying the rent, so it was kicking them out.
I had almost the same thing. Before I looked at this one, they were like, nobody's home, don't worry. We opened the door, whole white trash family in there. They got a mattress on the floor, cigarette butts all over the carpet, burned in the carpet. I'm like, and they're like, oh, we didn't know you were coming. And I'm like,
it was like, oh, that's today?
Yes.
Yep.
See, those type of properties I can't be listing agents for.
Don't act like you ain't never walked in and somebody was there and you be like,
Yo, you definitely walked in.
What I do is whenever I have a listing that is still occupied, I let people know that, hey, we're going to have showings, but I'm going to need for you to leave.
Yeah, they told me.
Yeah, like I have, and you know, keep the place clean, declutter, take down all your personal effects, your personal belongings, get rid, you know, just pack them up. But I don't know. I tend to build like a little relationship with the people that are there, so they kind of respect what I'm doing. And it's like, all right, we're gonna keep it clean, Miss Nicole. We're gonna do this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm lucky.
Yeah, I went to one off of Pulaski, and literally had a sign on it that says, "If you buy the house, we'll buy you a large cheese pizza." It literally said it on the sign.
I don't want no damn cheese pizza.
Say what it said. My brother's just like, you know what? We're gonna leave right now.
Yeah, I don't want no damn cheese pizza. I'm thinking about giving out trips next year.
Oh, look at you.
You can buy those trips for like $200 at like BJ's or Sam's Club. Mm-hmm. And then that's what I used to do for my old job. I used to, like, for Black Friday, I'd buy a bunch of them on the store budget and then just give them out like, hey, we're giving out prizes or whatever. And that's like this $200 trip that I bought at BJ's to go to Mexico.
Yeah, them certificates for those little resorts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't get mine through BJ's. Coldwell Banker is hooked up with RCV, something like that, vacations.
I think my cousin works at Coldwell Banker.
Okay. You know what office?
I think it's like Pasadena or Glen Burnie or something like that.
Okay.
And then my friend just opened up his own Coldwell Banker up in like Bel Air or whatever. He's got his own one now or whatever.
Yeah.
So why didn't you go with the death row of real estate in Baltimore?
What's the death row of real estate?
Keller Williams. Nigga, them niggas everywhere.
Because when I joined, and remember, I've been in here for 7 years. Coldwell Banker was the top real estate company in the world when I joined.
World, Craig.
The world.
Top flight security of the world, Craig.
We everywhere.
Like her kids, everywhere.
Wow.
Hey, yo. So, all right. Puffy announced that he has a baby.
With
2 months ago.
What's her name? Young Miami?
Nope. It's with somebody else.
Wow.
2 months ago. She's a real estate agent, actually.
Wow. Must have been showing the house.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, she was showing more than that house.
So he got 7 now. So he's catching up to you and best friend.
Nah, he surpassed. He's catching up to Nick Cannon.
He surpassed me.
Yeah, he surpassed.
So this started the old question is, how old is too old to be having little babies?
Because how old is Diddy?
He's in his 50s.
Is he?
Yeah. He's low. Yeah, because him and Hove gotta be the same age, and Hove is 53.
So the problem is when you got money, there's no cutoff because you can still afford them. You can still pay somebody to do all the dirty work, to be a nanny, to raise them, do all that stuff while you still go live your life and travel and do whatever.
Okay.
But then I guess he would be in good shape to where though, like he can go out, play sports with the child.
But he's gonna be the old dad though.
He is. He's gonna be old as shit.
Yeah. He'll be the old dad. So
65,
so
that child 15.
Yeah, so by the time that child graduates, he's gonna be damn near 70.
But it don't matter because they be like, yo, your dad's Diddy, got all this money. You don't care. You're living off the money. You don't care how old your dad is.
But what's the life expectancy for the males in his family? He's a black man.
His dad was murdered, so we don't know. But and his mom is
clearly whatever that age was the life expectancy for his dad.
Really?
Yeah, his dad was murdered. And then his mom still.
Damn, ain't that weird how people around him just get killed?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Diddy had something to do with his dad's murder too.
He was a little kid when his dad was murdered, sir.
Man, that don't mean nothing.
You right.
You see that 12-year-old that
as long as you got the money, it don't matter.
You see that 12-year-old that looks like he's 42.
Yeah.
You're gonna say, "Oh, my little kid was there."
Yeah. But that's how you look at your son though.
How old is your turn?
Who was that yelling?
Yeah, that wasn't my house.
You can hear that?
Yeah.
He's like, you better get off that phone and come to bed.
Can you hear that? That's the question.
No, that's not him. That's my kids. They're gamers.
She gonna blank. Her wig gonna be like this.
It's side capping.
Like, hey, I'm gonna call y'all back. Okay.
She'll be like, I gotta go. Bobby's calling.
And she gonna go blink again. She be like, all right, y'all. Yo, Baltimore is so wild. Abuse is so relevant. We just make fun of it. Right. Oh man. But yeah, that's how you look at your child. When he walks on the field, I'm sure. When he was in 13U, they're probably like, nah, bro.
They actually paid to challenge his age because you have to pay $100 to challenge and check somebody's birth certificate.
Bruh. He looks in his 20s now. So I can imagine he look like that.
He's a big boy.
So
how old is he?
He's 15 now.
Yeah. But he ain't looked 15 since he was 7. So NBA YoungBoy's baby mama saying that he has 2 coming. So this makes 11 for him at 23.
Are you serious? I didn't know he had that many goddamn kids.
I didn't know he was that young.
Yeah. So
I knew he was in his 20s.
Yeah, 23. He'll be 24 coming soon. So does the same rules apply for Diddy for NBA YoungBlood?
As long as you got the money. Same rules apply for Nick. As long as you got the money.
Okay. Yeah, you see Nick, she just keep having babies. So
I don't know. Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know if I still agree with that because I could have more kids and I still had money.
You definitely be the old mom.
No, like I still have that cutoff point because at a certain age I'd be like, it ain't no need for me to have no more kids. I'll have grandkids.
Yeah, how many is too many?
Kids?
Yeah. Like seriously, like
I don't know.
Fuck the money part of it. Like how many is just too many underneath your house, underneath your roof? How many is too many?
I think 7 would be the over under.
Yeah, I was about to say that 7.
Okay, y'all.
Yeah, my father wanted 10 kids. My mother said,
your daddy was old
no.
school. Your daddy was
Yeah,
old
he
school,
wanted
so.
10 kids. My mother said, I will give you 2. My mother ain't even really wanted to have me
That's
and my
not
sister.
even a negotiation. Like that's not even like
No,
let's meet
nigga, we
in the
don't
middle.
negotiate with terrorists, brother. 2, my nigga. All right.
Yeah, she didn't even want kids, so she didn't even really want to have me and my
See,
sister.
so she negotiated. She
It
didn't want
wasn't
No.
even
kids.
like,
Now she
hey,
got
let's
2.
go down to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Nope, 2.
2. Yep, she was like 2 because he already had 1. He was like, you don't need no more. You get 3 and that's it.
There you go. See?
But I'm like my dad. I want more kids too, but.
So what if, best friend, you were told 2? That's it.
No, so that doesn't work with me because, like, one, we're going to stop when I want to stop.
How you gonna tell a female that she gotta keep having
Yes,
kids?
best friend. Please elaborate.
Because if you ain't down with it, then you shouldn't be with me. You move on, go somewhere else.
Whoop.
So are you telling females right off the bat how many kids you want?
Well, right off the bat, they always, do you want more kids? And then I always answer the question. And then that's you have an opportunity there to say, hey, good thing I can't have any and I'm out, or whatever the case might be. But like I've had the conversation before where it's like, they were like, why don't you get your shit clipped? Nope, that's not my responsibility. My responsibility is not to do that. Like, when I'm done having kids, you can get your shit fixed, and then we'll go from there.
He tells women what to wear, too, sis.
What?
Best friend,
I don't know.
elaborate.
I think, yeah, please elaborate on that. How you gonna tell a female what to wear?
Because I feel like
You're not her husband. I can see it if it was you as her husband.
When we go out in public, I want you to be the hottest thing in the room. So sometimes your vision of hot, like right now, you're wearing your grandma, grandma sweater right now. So like if we're going out, I'm like, hey, maybe you shouldn't wear that. Maybe you should wear this black leather one or this or that or whatever. That way I want all eyes on you without everybody trying to touch you.
So if you're going to Target, right?
I don't care if we're going to Walmart.
No, listen. And Nicole wears that sweater. You telling her to take it off?
It depends on what she got on with it. Like if it goes with her jeans, she got some boots to go with the jeans, and then the sweater looks good on the, the whole thing.
Nope.
No, you're not digging my sweater. It's nice and cozy. It's sweater weather.
You see the shirt she got on. So
it's grandma weather.
She wears that sweater with that shirt. You tell her to take it off, or she gets to go outside?
That's not bad.
Well, the shirt is a crop top.
What you got underneath? Oh yeah, see, you see that, right?
So it's a crop top.
Yeah. So is she wearing it outside, or she got changed?
Nah, she good.
You ain't see her bottom.
I don't need to see her bottom.
I had sweatpants to match.
The sweatpants to match.
That's fine.
Don't get scared now. Don't get scared now.
I'm not, like, literally, like, I'm fine with that.
I can understand his.
The same wig on?
I'm the same guy. That wig got to go.
Okay. All right. Something got to change.
I'm the same guy who'd rather have yoga pants and some J's on and a hoodie versus, like, high heels and something else. Okay.
But you just told her, the other lady to wear leather pants and all
the
that.
Leather. High heels and leather when y'all going out on a date.
Yeah, like a leather jacket.
Okay,
like nice
so if that y'all going on a date and she brings.
I'm not wearing this on no date.
Listen, Linda, if she wears that on a date,
yeah, we're not having that. Like not the sweater, like the shirt. Yeah, if you wear something like shirt
ain't even date night wear.
What I'm saying is, like, imagine if you wear like a black, what are those like leather jackets that come halfway down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that with that shirt. Yeah, that'd look great with a pair of jeans. And you can either wear some like heels with those jeans, and then boom, you don't need a dress. You don't need that stuff.
I don't like your whole outfit that you just came up with. I would never wear something like that.
No, because with that shirt, you're probably going to wear some bell-bottom dress pants that's going to be flared out.
I don't wear this shirt, but with the pants that it come with.
I'm just saying, if you wore that out, you would probably wear some bell-bottom or flared out pants.
She wears sparkly, flowy dresses and shit.
No, I don't.
Shit.
What sparkly?
Nigga, we call you Patti LaBelle, nigga, when you come outside.
What? Boy, please. Neen always said every time it seemed like when I come out, I always get dressed by a stylist. Thank you.
Yes, we call you Patty LaBelle. My nigga like, oh God, here come Patty LaBelle. That's what we say. All right.
Whatever.
Since you got 27 kids, it's safe to say
that number keep going up.
It's safe to say that you partake in the sex every once in a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the wildest place you've had sex?
Behind Bentalou Elementary.
Like outside the car or in the car?
Both.
Oh, that was her go-to spot because she said both. So that's our spot.
That was with a needle somewhere. You got a needle in your ass somewhere. You fuck around over there.
There's some
got caught by the janitor one time.
And for those at home who are not from Baltimore, Bentalou Elementary is where she was at.
Bentalou.
Bentalou Elementary is where she was. Okay. As heard on the wire, Bentalou. Well, he said it on the wire. I was like, who wrote this shit for him, bro? All right. Behind Bentalou.
That was the spot.
I was at the bleachers at South.
You and Tanya?
Hey, yo, what are we doing? What are we doing, nigga?
What?
What? No, nigga, relax.
Okay.
Her son might hear this.
She could come outside that late.
What?
She could come outside that late, nigga. What's wrong with you? But yeah, best friend, about you?
I've done it everywhere in the water, at the beach, in the car, in the woods.
Yeah, you had salty pussy
on the side of the road, like literally, you name it. I've been most places.
You act like you had a flat tire and it bent over, huh?
Literally, like we stopped at a parking ride because I was getting her all worked up driving. Stopped at a parking ride, like pull over here. Boom, got out right there in front of the car. Broad daylight. It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, you one of those white folks?
Hey, I'm not scared.
Yeah, one of those.
I'd have been a Karen. I'd have called the police on you.
Damn.
Ain't nobody called the police on you up at Bentalou.
Right.
Because ain't nobody know we was back there.
There's some crackhead
ain't
back
nobody
there.
at Bentalou, that's why. But crackheads.
No, and there wasn't nobody back there. Well, we got caught one time by the janitor.
Nigga, how many times you went back there?
That was her
go-to.
go-to.
It was my spot.
That's where she took her tricks at.
That was my spot.
Yeah, you better stop it before he get about the bed, nigga. Your fucking wig.
He'd be like, who was you taking there? Because it wasn't me.
Right.
Of course, no, it was not you, Michael.
No, that's what he's going to say.
He's going to say.
He's going to say.
Since you want name names, out of bed. Who you taking over there?
Did I take him one time?
One time? Hey, yo.
Yo, you know they all have their spot when they're out there picking up their tricks and like, hey, take me to my spot.
This nigga said one time. So you just take multiple niggas back there?
I don't think he was ever part of that.
See, damn, you better hope. Don't post this show. Don't do that to her.
That shit gonna be. She was looking like T.I. Keep fucking around. Well,
she gonna. He don't even know she's wearing that pink shirt right now. On
right.
He did.
Pulling that shit down. Like, fuck, what you showing your stomach for?
What did you talk about? My baby likes for me to be sexy. Just like mine.
For him.
If I can do it, why can't he do it?
He likes you to be sexy for him. That's how men work.
No, not really. He's had his times, moments like how Mike had. So I gotta be that trophy wife.
Exactly. Like even when you're having a bad day, like they expect you to be that trophy wife no matter what.
Yeah. But you ain't, I'm sorry, on my bad days, you ain't gonna get that trophy wife. You're gonna get that bonnet and this damn sweater.
But see, that's the thing. Like in my neck of the woods, my ladies don't wear the bonnets. So I don't have to worry about that. They just wear
messy buns. They walk around looking like you, but they don't put no bonnet on that.
You ain't never messed with a black woman?
Absolutely.
And they ain't never had a bonnet? You's a goddamn lie.
I can't remember. Well, maybe not the times we had sex.
Yeah, he wasn't over there that time of the night.
No, not when you having sex. You don't wear the bonnet.
I know people that
I can tell you stories.
I said I know people that wear the bonnet during sex.
I'm not wearing the bonnet.
Pablo can tell you half the girls he slept with wore one.
That's true, especially the Park Height ones.
That's why he wears his turban when they wear their
Park
bonnet.
Height ones, yes, I can believe that. Them Park Height ones and East Baltimore ones.
Hey yo,
they wear their bonnet. He wears his turban, and it's like a whole Aladdin night.
You waiting for that one, huh?
Arabian Nights.
That one is tucked for a long time.
Little Arabian Nights on the carpet. This is magic carpet ride.
So sis, when you're not, taking your Johns behind Bentalou,
don't do that.
I can't believe she has John.
It's
not just a John. She has John.
Johns.
No, I don't. I don't have Jack. I don't have.
So,
y'all wow. With that mess.
So, what's another? Nah, I ain't gonna tell you. I was like, what's another place? Have you had any injuries during sex?
No.
Nothing. No, you ain't having sex.
She ain't having. She ain't doing it right.
Who ain't? Who just says I'm not?
You ain't caught a cramp. You ain't like pulled a muscle or nothing.
That's not an injury.
Nigga, if you caught a cramp during a football game, the coach take you out. What are you talking about?
I've left.
When I don't play football, I don't know nothing about all that.
I left black and blue bruises.
You left somebody with bruises?
Yeah, he kinky like that. That's the question too.
You punching bitches in the face?
Nah, slapping.
I wish you would.
So
hey, they asked for it.
Right. So what's a kink of yours, sis?
I like doing it out behind Bentalou in
that's your
public.
kink.
No.
Up against the dumpster.
While the janitor watches.
Right.
Every Tuesday night, he knows I'm coming.
He coming, I'm coming, we all coming.
I can't go mad.
Yeah, what's the kink?
You're going to get her divorced.
I used to have a box.
Okay. What's the kink?
I'm trying to think, what's my favorite kink?
So apparently she gets choked because she's rubbing her neck.
Yeah, she got that whole motion.
Yeah. So
that's
one of your favorites?
Tie-ups.
You tying him up or they tying you up?
Me.
Oh, you giving up control? That's
it was at one point I had wanted a box. I wanted to be put in a box and put under the bed and brung out for when they want me. You asked.
I think I gotta cross the line of my questions. All right.
What if he forgets and just leaves in the box?
Or somebody calls him, there's an emergency, he gotta run real quick.
What if he's just like, I'm gonna fuck with her and leave her in this box until she starts freaking out?
I'm in the box then.
What's in the box? It ain't my dick.
Right.
What if he put you in the box and then
you just in the suitcase?
What if he locked you in the box and then brought his side chicken in and just all you can hear them just banging?
Oh shit! You can't move.
You can't move. You just got to deal with it.
So y'all just don't know that there's a beast dwelling in me that I let out.
Apparently.
So I am going to break the hell out of that box.
Okay. Since you're talking about the beast
within, I'm
within,
gonna bury them in the walls.
Hey yo, since you're talking about the beast within, you dabble in the spiritual world too, right?
Yes.
I'm asking you this as if I don't know because we're on a show, but I'm asking you so you can answer. So you do hoodoo, correct?
I actually had to stop.
Okay.
As we're getting closer to God, but I still dwell in a little bit of.
Oh, so you get married and you got to stop hoodoo?
Hold on, pause. Hold up.
Oh, okay.
No. You gotta tell people what hoodoo, voodoo is.
So hoodoo and voodoo is a spiritual practice that started in Africa.
Is it demonic?
It's not demonic.
So we have Christians that watch this show, so I want them to know that before they
turn
it off.
So within the African nation, they used to use hoodoo to fight off their enemies.
Okay.
It's not demonic. It would just be of them being able to bring back ancestors or use spiritualism to fight their enemies.
So like Black Panther.
When
they go to the spiritual plane.
I don't know about Black Panther and hoodoo.
No, do you see Black Panther when they go to the spiritual plane and talk to the ancestors?
No, you do not see a Black Panther.
No, the movie, fool.
Oh. No, that's not that.
I'm gonna knock that wig off, nigga. You gonna be fucking around.
You know, so like it's a lot of ethnicities they have within their spiritualism where they will talk to their ancestors.
Okay.
So it's not within hoodoo. You still got it in Chinese beliefs of having to be able to talk to their ancestors.
I'm a Buddhist. I'm aware of that. We do that.
Yeah. So
so why'd you stop?
Because I'm getting closer to God, and as you're getting closer to God, there's some things that you do have to stop that you're not supposed to be doing. So within being holiness, being like calling on spirits and all that stuff, that's really looked down upon. I've never called on spirits, like trying to manifest anybody. Because you just never know who you're going to manifest.
Okay. But I have a question. So isn't that what they be doing when they speaking in tongues though in the church?
No.
What's that?
That is them having the Holy Spirit kind of entering their body.
Calling on the spirit.
No, she's saying a specific person like your Uncle Day.
Yeah.
Nobody has an Uncle Day. Okay. All Days are still alive.
So what's the difference? So, and this is a serious question. What's the difference between you having to stop that as to call on spirits, or when you go see one of these psychic mediums who basically are calling on spirits, and I just went and saw a psychic medium not too long ago, and they say they don't necessarily call on it. They have people that come through them. So there'd be a whole 50 people that like just show up to them.
Yeah.
But isn't that the same as calling on them, No,
that's not the same thing, because I go through the same thing too. Like, I don't have to call on spirits. For the longest time now, and y'all probably never knew this, but I could hear them. I could see them. So they would just come to me, and now it's kind of been passed on down to my kids as well. So for the longest time, we've been just living with spirits, seeing them and all that.
Oh, so it's like Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Yeah, so like having them around and how Lydia was able to see them and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, like that.
I'm trying to make it easier. Hey, she got Beetlejuice pants on too. Hey, let's
calling
go.
on them is when you have like a seance. That's when you really calling on them. Ooh. But if they just coming to you, that's not really you're not calling out to them.
So you dealt with a Ouija board?
No, I wanted one when I was younger. My father told me no, and I'm mad about that because he brought my older sister one but couldn't buy me one. So it wasn't none. I'm sorry, they weren't allowed in the household.
That was invented here, right?
And I wanted to get one here, but my family was like, "No, you're not doing that."
Because you the fuck around and got like a Ouija board coffee table and shit. Like you wouldn't just get a Ouija board. Best friend can make one for you. He's an excellent carpenter.
Oh, yeah.
He made that the thing behind him.
What is that?
I made some shelves for shot glasses and everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's excellent carpenter, like for real.
So would you ever go to somewhere like New Orleans and like go to one of those places and try to interact and I don't know?
Yeah, I do want to do that.
So sorry, I just have so many questions on this topic because like I'm always
I know.
So like when you go places, like let's say you went to like New Orleans or like the cemetery, like you see people there.
So the way I see it, my daughter, she's different. She can see them out in the open. When I see them, I will become in a trance state. So like my body will lock down, my eyes will shut, and I'm just still, I can't move. I can't talk. I can't do anything. But I can, even with my eyes being shut, I can still see what's going on around me. So I can, it's just real.
So when you have an orgasm, you be seeing them.
No. No. It'll like put me, it may look like I'm asleep, but I'm not asleep.
It's almost like you're seeing everything through their eyes at that point, with your eyes closed.
No, I'm still seeing, I'm seeing everything still through my eyes. But it's like, I don't know if y'all ever heard of it, like kind of like the witch riding your back type of feeling where you can't move or do anything. Yeah. It's like that. But it's just like my eyes is closed, but I can still see, even with my eyes.
Talking about sleep paralysis, best friend.
Yeah, like I can still see what's in the room. I can still see them. I can still see y'all. If somebody.
Oh, so it's kind of like
I'm in a trance type.
How they be saying, like some people that be in like in the hospital, they can't move and none of that shit, but they can still see what the fuck going on.
Like when they die, they can still see what's going on. Yeah.
Okay. So at the height of it, how deep were you in it? Like were you like throwing bones? Were you like how far in?
So yeah, when I was younger, and my father actually threatened to put me out if I didn't stop doing it. So before getting into like hoodoo, I used to do Wicca.
Tell people what Wicca is.
So Wicca is good magic. Okay. Like so, you know, like with witchcraft, some people use dark magic within witchcraft, where with Wicca it's the white light magic.
Yo, why the white gotta be good?
Right? Why the white gotta be good? Why the white gotta be good?
So is that why they call themselves? Like I have a friend who she calls herself a Wiccan or whatever, and like okay,
yeah. So she just practices the good magic.
So she Glenda, the good witch. Ain't that some shit? Who made these names up? I don't like this.
They made this stuff up from the beginning of time, and actually from like Wicca and witchcraft, they took some parts of hoodoo and incorporated it in.
Gotta have a little black sauce on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Incorporated within there. What's the name? So it's believed that hoodoo was around before Wicca.
So would you say hoodoo is like the oldest belief, or one of the oldest?
One of the oldest.
Yeah. Yeah. Take that, Christian.
Yeah. So like how paganism was before Christianity came out.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. See, I ain't judging you, sis. Finally get to talk to you about it. I'm trying to get to talk to you about it. So you got married, right? Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Even though I cussed you out, but
yeah, you did.
It's funny that you said exactly what I said before I even talked to you. But that's funny. But so was that the turning point for you, or were you doing that before you got married? Like you taking that transition before that?
I was taking the transition before that, and it's really for the sake of I'm gonna say my daughter. Because she's really into church, and me and her are getting into church more and everything like that, and into holiness more. So it's really just kind of more so for me, but with her, it was just like my stepping stone.
Okay. And how old's your daughter?
Her and her twin brother will be 15 in a few days.
Damn, we was in the hospital 15 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. So would you try to like deter them from Wiccan and all that?
They don't do it.
No, I'm just saying, like, if they chose to, would you like, nah, since you taking this path the other way?
With everybody being older, I just you know, I'm
So
there
like
at
okay, so let's say your grandkids, because you're going to have some, the way your pimp family is. Like so, like your granddaughter just starts, you know, throwing bones and you know, what I mean, seeing things. Are you gonna like put your hands on them and start and all that?
No. I mean,
Okay.
I can't be a hypocrite about it.
Okay.
So you know, all I can do is just tell them what I know and kind of just let them grow on their own and let them get closer to God on their own and determine how they want to move.
Okay.
So do you think psychic mediums are fake, or knowing that what you know and what you've done and seen and interacted with, like you think they're all legit, or not all legit?
Not all of them.
I know they're not all legit, but you think there's like
you're gonna leave this video alone, okay?
Yeah, I do believe that, you know, that some of these psychic mediums out here are the real deal. Mm-hmm. Like I really do. Some of stuff you see, I don't know, maybe I am kind of able to determine if they like fake or not. I don't know.
If someone asked you, could you or would you?
I've had people ask me. No.
You said no.
Mm-mm. Okay. Mm-mm. Like I've known people that lived in houses that they believe to be, you know, haunted by spirits, and they want me to contact the spirits, and I'm like, no, because you just want to open up a door for other spirits to come in, open up a door for demons or whatever to come in. So like, leave that alone.
So
I'll help you cleanse.
Right.
I'll help you cleanse, but I'm not gonna conjure up anything.
Okay. So when you show somebody a house, do you see things sometimes, or you feel it?
Sometimes, yeah, I will sense it.
And you still gonna try to sell the house to them?
Yeah.
Scammer. You see that shit?
Damn.
If they happen to sense something, if they don't sense it, but I sense it. But if they get into the house and something happens, call me up. I'll come and help cleanse it.
Hey yo, but you gonna get your percentage though.
Yes.
I'm about to find this picture and send it to George, and he can put it in the group chat with us three. I gotta find this thing.
Yeah.
We
was just me and my son when we was looking, maybe like a year and a half ago. Mm-hmm. Me and Devin went into one, and I could feel the presence of this entity inside the house before we even got in. And I think they was really trying to like keep us out because or try to lock the door because the handle was jiggling up and down. So at first me and Devin thought that somebody was in the house. And I was like, oh, maybe it's another agent showing the house. We're a bit early or something like that. Like that house was totally empty. And then as soon as I walked in the door, just that heavy feeling came over me. I'm like, whatever is here does not want us in here. And I was just sensing that it was the owner of, not that like somebody that was related to the owner of the house. And they did not want us in the house. Okay. So I was like, Devin, we gonna need to go. Like I couldn't even go up the stairs because it was upstairs, and I could feel that heaviness. I'm like, as I'm getting closer, I'm like, it's upstairs, and it does not want us here. So we just left. We was like, yeah, we just gonna leave.
Okay. You've been in my house. A couple of times.
Yeah, a couple.
Have you felt anything here?
No.
You lying to me?
I didn't feel anything.
I don't like your face. I don't like your face right now.
What? I've never felt anything. I've never felt anything there. Okay. But again, too, you also got to remember they will appear or make themselves known when they want to. So, you think something in your house?
They said the old nigga used to live here died here.
You feel her? Have you seen her? Have you experienced anything?
Nah. Oh, that's another thing. People saying they had sex with ghosts or spirits. Is that a thing?
I don't know about that. Well, yeah.
Uh-oh, there she go again.
I've heard of it. But where the spirit, if they're strong enough to be able to touch you, and they feed off your fear. So if they're strong enough to touch you, I've heard of like that being raped by an entity. There's actually a movie called Entity that's based off of a true story where the mother was being raped by this entity, and it would even rape her in front of her kids. It's an old movie called The Entity based off of a true story. Y'all gotta look at it. It's good.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I ain't watching none of that shit.
Why?
Nigga. I watched The Conjuring. I was like, yep, y'all good.
Are you scared of scary movies?
Fuck no. I love scary movies.
So, The Conjuring? Really?
Mm-hmm. I went with my son to see The Conjuring. That was the last thing me and him went to go see before he went to college. And we was in the line at Wendy's. And no lie, like some dude just ran across the back of the car, but he ran so fast, I didn't see him. So I thought I was tripping, like it was somebody behind us. And my son sitting there laughing at me like, yo, Pop, it's really, he's right down there. He's literally already, I ain't want to hear none of that.
Got you paranoid.
Right. So, but yeah, that's kind of dope. But yeah, there's a video of a guy in Mexico. He's like he's getting like ass raped by a ghost.
Is that where he lifts his legs up in the air? And
yeah, when he lifts his legs up in the air, he's just getting drilled by a ghost.
Mm.
So I just want to know if that could be a thing.
It might not even be a ghost. It might be a demon.
Oh, what's the difference?
The ghost is
I thought a ghost is something you just can't see. It's just a spirit. So what's the difference between a demon and?
Well, the demon you still can't you can't see. But when it comes to like ghosts, ghost is the spirit of what used to be a human being. Okay. Whereas a demon was never on Earth. They weren't ever a human. They're just an entity. An entity.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. All right, sis. This is a question we ask all the ladies that come on here, and we try to get a truthful answer out of their ass. Best friend is the bullshit reader. So I'm gonna ask you, Miss Nicole.
Yes.
Realtor scammer for the stars. What is your toxic trait?
You say my what?
Your toxic trait.
I don't have no toxic trait.
Best friend, get her.
Everybody's got a toxic trait. Like you're probably jealous of your husband if he talks to other women, some shit like that. Like there's something that you have.
Y'all have threesomes?
No.
Ever?
No.
Oh, you say that before behind Bentalou.
No, I don't. I don't have a toxic trait.
You don't have no toxic trait. You know, the listeners are gonna be like, "She lying. Why y'all let her lie?" So you gonna tell us something?
Do y'all think I have a toxic trait?
Your toxic traits. You're a liar right now.
Yeah,
I'm not a liar. I don't think I have any toxic traits. I mean, but that's me. Somebody might have an opinion and be like, "No, Nicole, you're this and you're that." And
so
I don't think I have a toxic
when you get off of here, ask your husband what's your toxic trait. Because we had Lady Luck on here and she said the same thing. I don't have no toxic trait. She called her girlfriend and said, "Baby, what's my toxic trait?" And she told her what her toxic trait was.
I don't think I have a toxic trait.
Ask your husband. I guarantee you.
Well, that's your toxic trait then, is that you think you're like you don't have one.
Yep.
It's like them women who say, "I'm never wrong." That's your toxic trait, thinking you're never wrong.
Because I'm never wrong.
You're never wrong? There you go.
I ain't gonna say I'm never wrong.
Toxic
I ain't gonna
trait.
say I'm never wrong, but majority of the time I'm right.
Yeah.
I have my family. I have my family. You want me to go get the kids?
Virgos. Toxic. Let's go. You're a Virgo. That's your toxic trait.
I don't have any.
That's your toxic trait. You're a Virgo. That's all it is.
Boy, Virgos are the best. What are you talking about?
Right.
We are.
You're talking to a Pisces and an Aquarius. You can't tell us what's the best. But anyway, best friend, floor is yours, sir.
So we're going to go with something because we just brought it up, and it's kind of like almost the same thing we talked about last week.
Hold up, tell what we're doing.
So basically, this is where I go into my sack. I dig in my sack, and I pull out a question from one of the viewers, callers, followers, white people usually, stuff like that, you know. And
white people usually.
And being that Pablo just asked you a question about threesomes and everything, I'm going to kind of follow up on that same kind of question we had last week and just ask you based off of, so you and your husband's been together how long?
For 16 years.
God damn.
So the question we had last week, and we're going to go with the same one because you seem to be, you know, you got a longer standing relationship than most people do. So if your significant other, let's just say your significant other wanted to add spice or anything to the room, and let's say something happened to where, well, the question last week was, if he couldn't please you, is it okay for you to step out on him or vice versa? And then would you guys, if you thought your relationship was in such a good place where you could trust each other, would you guys bring somebody else in? The what part?
To all of that.
So okay,
I should have been shaking my head from the beginning.
So a little bit deeper. He has ED.
Yes, he has ED,
right?
And he can't.
It can't get up no matter what the fuck you do.
The fuck is ED?
Well, technically, so he can get up. He just has to have injections.
Erectile dysfunction.
So he has to have injections, a needle stuck into his penis. So there's no plan.
This is a true story.
That's a true story. It happens. Like, ask your husband. He's probably heard of it. Not saying he has it, but so sometimes depending on. So he was in a car accident, and he got a hurt nerve or whatever, messed up his nerve to where like things don't work. In order for it to work, he's got to inject it with a needle, basically a steroid shot, something like that, to where actually get the thing going to work. So to him, there's no in the moment intimacy. There's no anything because you have to plan it out. She has to do the shot because he can't do it. It's one of those things, you do the shot, then you got to wait X amount of time. So everything's always planned and everything's always, you know, not spur of the moment. You know, it's not sexy. It's not intimate. It's not one of those things where like you guys just
like your sweater. Like your sweater.
So
that sounds like that's a lot of work.
So it is. So again, so she's at the point saying like, hey, I'm still young. I'm still whatever. I feel like I should be able to be pleased, live my life and be, you know, things like that. So she wants to be able to step out on him based off of the fact that he was in a car accident, got hurt.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That is. So what do you do in that situation? Because you just said yourself, that seems like a lot of work. So to me, you're saying, that seems like a lot of work. I'm not doing all that. So you're either going to give up sex completely because you don't want to do all the work, or you're going to go out and you're going to find something.
No. How old was this girl?
How old? I'm.
Jesus.
She probably 7 to 10 years younger than us.
So she's in her 30s.
So she's got that drive right now. She's in that age where she's like her prime drive.
Yeah, she want to fuck.
No, because she still got a few more years. She got
she wants
a few years before that libido drop.
Yeah, she wants some dick now, and he can't give it to her.
That's messed up. I don't know how long they been together.
They've been together about 5 years, 6 years.
Okay, so not too long,
but long enough.
Ain't got a kid.
Not married.
Family.
I think technically yes.
No, there's no technically. We're not looking at common law marriage because Merlin don't look at that.
No, well, she got a huge ring on her finger, like a wedding ring set. So, but I don't ever remember seeing anything about them posting marriage stuff. But she says, "Hey, my husband," and they got a huge ring on their finger. So I assume that they're married, even though I didn't see pictures.
So she said her husband.
Yeah.
I think that's fucked up for her to just have to stay, because at that point, I look at it as like it's lust. That's all it is. It's right there. If that's all you can think about, instead of thinking about the relationship that you've built with this man, all you got built up in you is a whole bunch of lust.
So it's selfish.
Yeah, it's selfish.
But don't the people have what's that, cardinal feelings and emotions? Like you want to be touched.
So what happens in your situation? So what happens in your situation? Like there's different, like everybody says it. Like you just said, you had a box, you had toys, everybody always says it doesn't feel the same when you use a toy versus the real thing. Like, what do you do in your situation? Like if this were to happen, like he can touch you, but it's not the same.
It's not.
I don't know, but I guess because we've been together so long, and that's my heart. I could never see me leaving him just because he got into a car accident and he can't get it up. I guess I'm gonna be done then. That's the end of my sex life. I'm still
he pulls the strap
out, my baby.
Like he pulls the strap on you.
I don't. That's ugly. I think I don't see a man with a strap. I see a dyke with one, but not a man.
But if he can't get it up, you gotta make it happen, Captain.
No, because he's not getting nothing out of it.
But what if he said, "Hey, let's try"? Like he just wants to go through the motions for you. He wants to be part of that scenario. Are you going through that scenario with him? You just said ride or die. Like
if he can't, then he can't. That's the end of my. That would be the end of my sex life. So
how about this, right? You go to like a bachelorette party or whatever, right? Y'all go to the
poor
strip
man.
club.
He all up in a wheelchair and she wants to leave. That's messed up.
Well, if you go to a bachelorette party, you go to you know how the strippers are. They put the dick in your face and all that. You get wild up. You want to get dick down. Then you go home and it's a 20-minute process to even get him going. You're not going to do that every fucking time.
Why I gotta be the one to put the needle in? He got his hands work.
So what you gonna do? You gonna call him like, baby?
So
so his half an hour. Get this shit working.
Yes. I call you an hour ahead of time. Let you know.
It's like, funny. I asked the question. I said, why do you do it versus him? But he's just one of those squeamish people that just can't do it.
See, some people don't like needles.
Ain't it a pill for that?
Well, no. So the pill works in minor cases. This is a severe like nerve case. This is where you have to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that poor man. Feel sorry for him.
So, best friend, I got a question for you.
I do feel sorry for him.
Me and Nicole had this conversation before. I want to see how you feel about it. You know, our circle of friends known each other since 95, 96.
Some of them hoes, I know.
Right? How would you feel if one person in that circle had relations with another person in that circle?
I wouldn't care. Like, it's bound to happen, especially when you know somebody for so long. It's like working with somebody for 20 years in the same office. That becomes your work husband or wife at some point. Like, there becomes some type of, it's almost expected. Like, there's something that's going to happen. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, you guys knew each other for 20 years. You work together all day, every day.
Yeah.
It happens. Like,
don't say nigga. You was over there like, we brothers and sisters. We ain't gonna be doing that.
They not. Because it's us. Like, no. Y'all, come on.
But again, sometimes some of those things, again, you can be like, oh, it's the whole, doesn't have to be brother, sister. It's like, hey, we're besties. We've been best friends for 25 years. And then sometimes you go out there and you both get drunk one night and something happens and you're like, oh, okay, like, didn't mean for it to happen. It just happens. Like,
all right. And that's it. And then don't let it happen again.
I'm not saying it should happen again or it could happen again. I'm just saying that
keep going back.
It's almost expected to where like things like that, you have to be in an open mindset to say, hey, things could happen like that because you're a guy, she's a woman, things like naturally the planet and the earth align to where like this.
That's all I'm saying.
Like I've had numerous female friends hit me up for stuff and I'm like, I just wouldn't do it because I don't want to ruin that friendship.
Mm-hmm.
And I can show you a text message from last night where somebody did that. And they were like, you only won't do it because you're worried about the friendship. Absolutely. Like, don't try to manipulate me and talk me into giving you what you want, and going.
I know the person.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. This is another one. And this is near and dear to both of us, best friend. Nicole feels, right, if a person is married but separated, right, they should not go out and have fun. Meaning they can't get dick down, they can't go get nothing until the marriage is finalized, being complete.
I don't agree with that because
you said if a married woman is still married,
she should not be out there lollygagging in other men's beds. No, same thing. But she's
separated. They live in separate houses.
How many relationships
how long
right
have
now?
They been separated? That's too long. No, either get the divorce, do something.
So how many people that and you can look over, internet, your friends list, whatever. How many people do you know that have moved on and the day they get divorced, they marry somebody else because they've been separated for so long? They've moved on, they've done everything. Divorce gets dragged out,
That's what I said to her.
First of all, how is that? One, if you are separated and you want to go to a divorce in the state of Maryland, you can only need to be separated for a year and then you can get your divorce.
But so let's take for example,
how long is people being separated? Don't sit here and be like, oh, we've been separated and y'all been separated for 3 years. No, y'all still want to be together then.
Let's take, for example, during COVID, they shut down the courthouses for almost a year there. So now you're talking about another year on top of your year. So you're looking at 2 years. And then the backlog was so long that you're trying to get squeezed in.
Yep. So if you ain't put your paperwork in early, you're going to have to wait at least 3 years.
No.
And I can tell you the only reason that mine went through, we kept getting pushed back and back and back for during COVID because of COVID. But the only reason it went through and we didn't have to wait another 6 months to a year for the backlog is because we both came ready and agreed to everything. Like, hey, this is what we got. This is what we agreed upon. We're ready. We don't need to wait to go through this whole mitigation. They sent us to a mediator. Like, we took care of everything. And they said, if it wasn't for that, you still have to go through the whole process of another 6 months to a year.
Well, that was that situation. But that situation is over.
All right, Whoopi.
So Nicole's saying if you meet a woman and she's having to be out with her girls and she's separated,
you can't
leave her alone.
You got to leave her alone until that thing's certified, gold seal on the letter.
She shouldn't even put herself out there on the market yet. Until
she can sit at home with her rolls and her toys.
Yeah.
So you come home tonight. Your husband, you find him in bed with another woman. He's cheated. You're done. After the night, you're 100% done. So that means you're not doing anything for the next year or two until that divorce is final, even though in your heart you're done based off of what you found.
I'm focusing on me for that 1 year because I would be freaking heartbroken. I don't even want to deal with another man. All of y'all would just be trash to me at that point.
Them if she catch them. Anyway,
Who ain't?
You ain't.
First of all, Deirdre and Sam ain't raised no dummy. That's number one. Deirdre and Sam ain't raised no dummy.
So you gonna walk into this world with 5 kids and thinking somebody gonna holler at you?
Nigga, yes, I've already had it happen. What are you talking about? But neither here nor there. But for me, if I don't know why you talking spicy like this, that motherfucking wig gonna get tilted again. If he cheated, I'd be focusing on myself. I wouldn't even have time at my age. I wouldn't have time for another man. It's stuff I need to do. I don't got time for all the crap. You focusing
on yourself, right?
Yeah. 6
months in, your kids is like, Ma, you need to get out the house. Stop sitting around. Go live a little.
All right, that ain't saying go and lay down with another man. My kids wouldn't never say that, first of all. That's number one.
Go hang out with Deneen and Ebony and all them.
I would still hang out.
You would get dick down that night hanging out with them.
Yeah, and then I'm coming home and I'm laying by my damn self and enjoying my peace in my bed.
You's lying ass, but that's okay.
I'm not lying. Like, that's how I am.
Best friend? Bullshit meter, sir?
She's full of shit.
There you go.
That shit's going to be purring after a couple of days, and she's going to need somebody to click the mouse.
She's going to go back to him. She's going to come back to him. That's what she's going to do, like everybody else.
Just like
I move forward. I don't move backward.
That's what they all say.
Yep, he's gonna come over there to get the rest of his stuff, And like, hey,
where them
come
other
back here
baby
real
daddies
quick.
at? Where them other baby daddies at? In my past. I ain't never moved
That's
back.
because you got a man now.
And, no, even before that.
Okay.
I
Do
see
you
they
believe in the
trash.
baby
They
daddy
trash.
rule?
I got to go.
If you wasn't with your husband, do you believe in the baby daddy rule?
No.
Yeah, she had to think about it.
You saw that, right? It's like, which baby daddy you talking about?
Look at her face.
Which baby daddy you
No,
talking about?
none of them. That's what did I say? I don't move backwards.
So your husband of 16 years, you guys separate because you just, no cheating, no nothing. You just, hey, we grew apart. And then you mean to tell me you're single for a whole year and a half. You ain't going back just to, I'd rather just give it to him than somebody else. And absolutely you are.
He the only
if it's in that situation, then yeah, like we
so that's
have
the baby
a
daddy
mutual
rule.
agreement. It wasn't nothing. It's
he the only person. Look how she smiles.
Yeah, he would just be my It would just
He the only person that
fine.
puts me in the box. You know what I mean? Nobody can put me in the box like he can.
He don't lock it or nothing.
There you go. He don't put me in that box like he do.
You put them kids in that box.
Right? Thank you so much. This was amazing. This was
yes. Y'all are funny.
I'm actually shocked she showed up. I was like, I knew she was going to bluff. I was like, she ain't showing up.
He don't believe nobody's going to show up.
That's why I didn't get on like early because I'm like, man, I'm waiting for him to just be like, yo, she canceled.
Nah, I'm here.
She hit me up. She's like, we still on? She hit me up like 4 or 5 hours ago. So, what's some advice that you give to the people trying to buy a home or interested in Hoodoo and all that, whatever? What type of advice you can give to the world?
Well, not for the Hoodoo, because I'm backing away from that, so I don't want nobody else find God.
Pain does, people.
Find
good
God.
Pain in her. She don't want no Hoodoo no more.
Find Jesus. That's that. But
I know where Jesus at.
Want to learn about real estate?
In the garage.
Hit me up, Nicole KC Realtor, on Facebook. Hit me up on email, nicole.carter@cbmove. That's C as in cat, B as in boy, move.com.
People don't email you anymore. It's okay.
Huh? Email.
Go ahead, sis. That's it?
Yeah.
All right. And if you want a show, go behind Bentalou Elementary, and you might catch Nicole with her ashy cheeks.
There might still be some DNA back there.
That was in my teens and 20s, y'all.
Because when her husband see this, he gonna be like, "How come I ain't go behind Bentalou?"
She said teens and 20s.
Yeah.
Yes, teens and 20s.
So she ain't have her own bed or her own place in her 20s, and she had to go out.
I did. It was just fun.
What's the high low? The husband gonna want to go behind Bentalou now.
Oh, he's gonna want to know why not him? Why doesn't he get to have the fun and excitement that other people experience?
Best friend, what you got for the folks,
man?
Yeah, no shit.
I think so. Recently, I've been on this new kick. I think people should just appreciate what the time and stuff that they have. So, for example, I had a guy at work today saying how like his 6-year-old son is always like, "Dad, can we play now?" And he's like, "Just give me 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes." Mm-hmm. And then I'm trying to explain to him, like, when your kids get older, you're going to wish you had that 5 more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's times that, like, with my daughter or Michael, like, we have plans and they're like, "Hey, can I go to my friend's house? Can I go to the mall? Can I go to this instead?" And then you miss out on that and you feel like you have nothing left. Like, you're useless at that point because nobody depends on you or needs you anymore. So don't always take advantage of that 5 more minutes thinking it's always going to be there. Make sure, give the kids 5 minutes because one day you're going to miss that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I've been telling my daggone kids that to give me 5 minutes. They don't even want to hang around me no more. I got to beg them to come watch movies with me.
Because you wear them raggedy wigs. I want to be around them Tyler Perry wigs.
Go ahead and take it off for us. Let us see.
Yeah, how long is your real hair?
My real hair come down to my shoulders.
So it's the same length.
Yeah.
Protective style.
But this is protective, but this has a more wave to it, where mine has a more curl to it.
So when you go to sleep,
it's less hassle.
When you go to sleep, you gonna take the Swiffer mop off your head and put a bonnet on?
Yeah, I sure am.
So your hair doesn't ever breathe?
It does.
Oh, we just don't see it.
Yeah, because I got to put my silk bonnet on, because if you just wear your hair out, and if you don't have silk, and I don't have no silk pillowcases, it breaks off your hair.
So you look like Frederick Douglass when the cameras go off. And then you look like Rick James when you go sell a house.
Really?
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So my words.
Wait till I see you.
First of all, this is my sister's sister. All right, I just want y'all to know that.
Wait till I see you.
So this is literally family right here. This is my brother and this is my sister. So I can talk to them any way I want, and I'm gonna get beat up, but it's gonna be worth it. So, but yeah, thank y'all for listening to another episode of Toxicology Report. I'm your host Pablo. This is my man, best friend. You can catch us at Hey Best Friend. Just type Hey Best Friend, it pops up. The Jester _SMG. Buy the merch. We have hoodies, we have shirts, we have muscle shirts because best friend likes muscles. So go to starkarrogance.com, get the shirts.
Wife beaters.
Yeah, I mean, we got all that. You should get something, sis. Starkarrogance.com. Go ahead and buy some shirts for us.
All right. Because
best friend don't want to buy a hoodie because he's selling his own hoodies. And if you want to get the Fat Flash hoodie, DM best friend. I mean, he got the good prices on the low. Get you nice. I have one. I wear it all the time. It's actually in my school picture. So if you go to the elementary school that I work at, yearbook, I'm wearing the hoodie in the goddamn yearbook. So buy the merch. Stay tuned. We got some big plans coming. Yeah, man. Until next time, in Nevadius we trust. And for those who've been asking me, Nevadius is the real name of Future. So in Nevadius we trust. Be safe, stay toxic, and we are out. This nigga got the I want to live forever wig on today.
Who you talking about, me?
Yes.
Nigga. It's my
I want to live forever.
That's her. I'm showing a house to a young group today.
I'm showing the house to the young dope dealer today.
This is my chilling in the house, relaxing vibe going on. I had to put on my wig and put on my makeup.
She looked like Whitney when they found her in the tub.
Hey yo, not with